If I were building a defensive team right now for my server and I had unlimited funds, if I had unlimited funds to build the best defense that I could build, and by the way, it would still lose. It would still lose.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I kind of want to discuss an interesting defensive combo that I think we're going to see a lot more of. The best, and I hesitate to say this because it's not going to be the best for everybody, but the best for our server right now for defense is Arachne and Amira. Arachne and Amira. These two heroes are individually very strong. A quick recap. Arachne is a strangely statted hero. She is an agility-based control/warrior hero, not a damage dealer, but she's got a lot of stuns and pure damage. A little bit of magic damage, right? A little bit of pure damage, but mostly lots of stuns, okay? Arachne stuns a lot. Now, the thing about stuns, easy to counter with Sebastian, right? Easy to counter with Sebastian. You just throw Sebastian in there, keep Ode to Serenity up, and everybody is using Sebastian. Everybody has Sebastian leveled up. Ode to Serenity blocks 15 debuffs from being applied. Arachne does stun a lot of targets at once. You can use on offense, there's ways to counter Sebastian on offense, but on defense, it's difficult, right? Arachne can tank Dante. Arachne can tank a lot of really high damage dealing heroes as long as it's not Nebula Dante. Okay, if it's Nebula Dante, then she struggles. So she can tank. She is a viable-ish okay tank. And what's very interesting about Arachne is if you do find yourself going up against a lot of Dantes attacking your team, you can add in Faenir and potentially have a significantly tankier Arachne than you think, because Faenir focuses on the agility, which heroes with the agility main stat are prioritized when selecting an ally. Arachne is an agility hero. I'm not saying Fafnir is part of this combo, but Fafnir is an interesting addition to the combo for defense, again, specifically for defense. And we all know how defense doesn't matter. So if you see an enemy Arachne, then you're going to bring Sebastian. Well, that's where Amira comes in. And there's another level to this that I'm going to talk about in just a second. So the Art of Deceits, nope. Here it is, Desperate Fury. Amira grants a wish to enemies with the agility main stat, boosting their critical hit chance for 7 seconds. If it was above 0 at the time of activation, unfortunately, all their critical hits end up missing the target during that time. Well, the thing about Sebastian is if you've leveled up Sebastian at all, his public idol allows him to start with a ton of energy. He adds critical hit chance to the entire enemy team. And specifically to Dante, to Ishmael, to Kark, to Yasmin, right? A lot of these heroes already have critical hit, but Dante in particular, who we see on offense a ton, doesn't have critical hit natively. He gets it from Sebastian. So if you have Amira, this ability right here, while it doesn't have 100%, it doesn't have 100% uptime, the ability doesn't, it's going to drop enough of the damage from Dante that it's going to make him not completely, it's going to invalidate him significantly, all right? Invalidate him significantly. And of course, the longer the fight goes on, which Arachne is really good at control and prolonging the fight, the more opportunity that Careless Wish, her big area of effect damage, has to kill multiple enemies in the enemy team. All right, so Careless Wish, big damage. The thing about her, though, she's a support hero. Support is a good thing and a bad thing, all right? Support is a good thing is because she's a little tankier than if she were a mage. If she were a mage, she'd be more of a glass cannon style hero, but since she is a support hero, she's going to benefit from having higher health and defensive stats a little bit, which is going to be, at some point, detrimental if she gets too strong. But on the downside of this, she's a support hero, so she doesn't have a high magic penetration. So you need to pair her with people that give high magic penetration. Arachne's artifact weapon is magic penetration. Magic penetration. Arachne stands in front of Amira, so she's going to ult usually before Amira does, giving Amira magic penetration. Of course, it's going to matter when that all lines up. Timing is kind of wonky with her delayed nuke. And since she is a support hero, the other downside is that she shares ascension sigils with a lot of other more important heroes. Sebastian, Isaac. Oh, I did that backwards. Sebastian, Isaac, Nebula, 3 heroes that are on the LOL Osh team. Okay. And a lot of people level those 3 heroes up. There are a number of other support heroes like Morgan that are probably a little bit more essential. I think those are the big ones. So Amira Arachne is an interesting combo that I think we're going to start seeing a ton of on our server. And if you see a lot of Rufus Dante, a lot of Rufus Arachne Dante, a lot of Rufus Ishmael, if you see a lot of Ishmael Dante or Rufus, if you see any of those variations a lot on your server, it's difficult to beat a Arachne Amira line with a Dante team. It's very difficult. It can be done. I think Amira is one hero that everybody should level after you level your main support heroes that you should be leveling. You know, like I said, Sebastian, Isaac, potentially Nebula, Morgan. Those heroes probably need to take precedence, but if I were building a defensive team right now for my server and I had unlimited funds, if I had unlimited funds to build the best defense that I could build, and by the way, it would still lose, then Arachne Amira is, I think, the way to go. What team can help Amira's ultimate bring down the enemy team in just one ultimate? Joshua, it's going to be all about magic penetration, magic attack boost, stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of the enemy lines right now are using low health but high dodge teams. Orion could be a good option too. It just kind of sucks that she's support, and it's good at the same time. It sucks that it's good.